everyone. Can you all see me good? I just want to give it a second. Now I hope that this works out with the chat box because it is loaded on the side and it did pop up when when FMux was initializing that the chat box was on there. So I'm not sure how it works though. So can you guys see it on the side? Lori's in, Teresa's in. Okay, can you guys see the chat box on the side? Because all I see is on my control panel, right? Karen from Needlebug told me to do that. Add a layer, go on the apps and widgets, put chat box on. So that's what I did. Oh, dang it. I don't know. Okay, Teresa, this is small, but I don't know how to make it any different, Lori. This is all kind of new to me, and it does say it exists, so I'm not going to fuss with it. Okay. I'm going to work on this. I'm making a hot pad, obviously. That was the whole point all along when I started doing this. I already made the loopy for hanging. It's yellow chili pepper fabric. If you guys can see that too well. You can't really see the peppers, but it kind of goes with everything. And I'm going to border this with that fabric. The lights in here is weird. Sorry. Can you see that better? There. That's my... It's all hot peppers. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Joe. Okay. Oh, good. Teresa sees it. Okay. Yes. Sorry about it being weird and small. I don't know. I'm new to this, guys. I don't know. To make sure that I had the right amount around the cross stitch, I actually drew lines on the back. And those are going to be my sew lines. I don't know if you can see that. It's my red. Oh, shoot. As I drop it. It's a red marking pen. It'll go away when I iron it. So I'm basically lining up the red line along the edge of this pepper fabric. Like so. Oh, let's put a couple pins in there. I don't think I'm going to get all this done today, but I'll work on it a little bit while we chat. Okay. Just so we don't wiggle around here, we'll pin it up a little bit. I meant to put Halloween earrings in. I forgot. I was not with it this morning. Okay. Oh, and I'll show you guys the backing. This is way too big, but I just made it big enough. And I have approximate cuts of a piece of 100% cotton batting and 2 pieces of that Inflobright thermal batting stuff. And I'm going to do it, you know how you layer it up, sew around and leave an edge and then flip it all around and it's right? That's how I'm going to make this. We'll see if we get there or not. Oh, I probably should change off of the yellow thread because I just finished that hanger before I turned on live. And I still have the walking foot on my machine from doing that mug rug earlier. It works fine. And by the time I try to sew all the layers together, it's going to be kind of bulky anyway. Oh, Enid's in here. Hi, Enid. Jackie says, love the backing. Terry. Hello, so Terry. Thank you, Lori. I've had all that fabric for quite a while. I think I got it at Fabricland. I don't really remember, though. Okay, I'm going to use beige just so it sort of This is an Aurifil kind of sandy color. Hang on, what do we got? Number 2314. It sort of goes with the Ada there. Not that it matters, you can't see it, but I just don't want to be like stitching with black or something, you know? Try to be kind of the color. Here's my bobbin. Ugh. Okay, that's away. What's going on here? I'll twist it up. Okay. Oops. Sorry, everybody. Just take a second while I thread this. And if my automatic threader works, which it does occasionally and occasionally not. Oh, there we go. Looks like we're good. Whoopsie. No. That was me. Okay. There. It's very particular. There we go. Okay. Now we're in business. All right, let's bring up the bobbin thread. There. Okay. Hi, Deb. Deb S. the Pug Mama Quilter joined us. Okay, I'm going to sew for a sec here, guys. Let me just do that, and we'll get back to stitch eventually. Okay, back to chat, I mean. Coffee. If I have to press, which I probably will after I get these two sewn on, you're not going to see me because right there where the camera is, that's more my little pressing thing. You can see this right here. So I'm going to be out of camera. Those of you who've seen my lives for a while, when I have the laptop here facing this way, then you will have seen me press, but for now, you're not going to see me press. About there. Now. Okay, take the pins out. Whoops. Uh-oh, where'd you go? I heard it. I heard it go ding, ding, ding. I didn't hear it fall down. Oh, well. Oh, look at that. I found it. Ha, ha, ha. Come here, you. Okay. All right. How's that looking? Not bad. Okay, let's do the other side, and then I'll press them both together. Oh, hello, Laura. Thank you for joining. Laura Supp has come along to chat with us. I really do appreciate you guys coming in. I never know who's around on a Friday morning. Thank you for spending your time with me. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm just eyeballing this 1/4 inch, but I think it looks okay. It's a hot pad. If it's off a teeny bit, it's not going to matter. It's going to be used. Okay. Come on. All right. Try this again. One more press. Okay. Yep. Oh, damn it. I did it again. Flinging pins around. All right. Oh, Enid's still trying to finish her cat o lantern. Is that the Satsuma Designs one, Enid? You were showing it, I think. Who did I just watch? Kat from Catkin and Lily. She's a Brit, and she's doing one of the Satsuma Designs, but it's not that one. It's something else. I can't remember. I think it's Satsuma Design. I don't know. They're really cute wherever they're from. Okay, let's see. I think I'm just going to try and do a finger pressing for right now because I don't know if I can iron carefully enough that my other lines will still stay there. The heat erase marker doesn't always work good. There. Run my thumbnail down there. That should be pretty good. Okay, next. Satsuma Street. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, Susan. I think I just saw her pop in here. Yes, Deb saying hi to her. Hi, Susan. Hey, did you get your internet figured out? Obviously, I mean, you're here, but hopefully all is well for down the road for you, too. Come on. Okay. Right there looks like a 1/4 inch to me, and right there looks like a 1/4 inch to me. Maybe it's a 3/8. That's better. That's better. Okay. Pinning. Everyone's busy today. Hi, Deborah. Deborah Holman's joined us. Oh, Susan, that's a bummer. Oh, annoying. Technology is great until it doesn't work. Right, everybody? For some reason, now whose live was it on the other day? Laura Lynn's maybe. Every now and again, I don't know why this happens. Our Wi-Fi just goes blip. It's like 3 seconds. But it's just enough that everything goes frozen and chat doesn't. That happened 4 or 5 times the other day, and I think it was Laura Lynn's live, but I'm not sure. Like, for crying out loud, just. It's not enough that I have to refresh the page or anything, because I can just. It just starts up playing again. It's like literally like 3 seconds. It's, whatever. Okay. Let me just get these two on and I'll press for real. Excuse me. is kind of what I was aiming for today, to get at least this part sewn on, because it's sort of the most important. I'm going to have to trim it though, because obviously this is like too long. So I'll have to go up there and cut. So you won't be able to see me for that for a while. Seriously, I need like 5 cameras probably, but that ain't going to happen. A little back stitch right there just to be sure on the corner. Okay. Whoop. Cut that off there. Wild threads everywhere. Okay. Push back. It's going to be, well, it was probably a little bit longer than a 1/4 inch, but that's okay. Trim it all down to size anyway. Okay, one more. Bye, Susan. Oh, thanks for coming. Sorry about that. Oh man, she's poor lady. She's got such problems. She had a community post about it on her channel that they got the cable people come out and they said it was their problem. Like, no, it's the tech people's problem, not the user's problem. Susan's been doing live loads of times before. I'm sure it's just something they've messed up and Susan can't do anything about it. Irritating, I'm sure. Okay. Can you guys hear me all right? With this EV Mux, I got to use the audio on the laptop, and the video is the phone camera. Okay. Yeah, this is getting a little wild now, but we'll sew it one more and then fix it up and trim it. Nope, wrong way. Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh, thank you, Laura. Thank you, Deborah. I suppose it would help if I didn't mutter down to my project, right? Okay. This is so weird to me because I'm used to like talking to the laptop, which I guess I kind of have to do so you can hear me, but I have to look at the camera because it's over there, and I'm not used to that. Actually, I should say that the default setting for this stream for the audio is the laptop. Presumably, I can change it because I am going to ask for a remote mic for Christmas. External mic, whatever you call it, clip it on your shirt. Okay, if any of you have good recommendations for those, please let me know via email. You can use my Gmail. Most of you probably have my Gmail already from one form or another. Because I cannot explain anything to my husband, I have to send him Amazon links. Buy this. I'm sure some of you do the same. My husband is a lovely man. He really is. Okay. Oh, hey, Deborah. Well, here, I'll show you. So far. Now I have to get all these wild borders trimmed up. So I'm going to disappear because my pressing thing's here. So you can sort of see me on the corner, maybe? You can see the corner of my pressing spot. Okay, I'm just going to press this open all as far as I can go here. Keep the iron back up. It's been sitting for a bit. Oh, and this is the, that's going to be the loopy thing. It is yellow chili peppers. Not that you can really see the chili peppers all that great, but it goes with the backing. And I do not remember where I bought all this fabric. I've had it for ages. More than likely Fabricland. Because they have lots of like themey stuff, you know. And food in particular. Like I bought bacon fabric there once. It was really cute. Okay. Actually, that looks pretty good. Now that I got it pressed. There we go. Okay, so far. So now I just have to make this look decent and like a size and not all scraggly with borders and whatever. So we'll put it over here. And I've got to figure out, I never can wrap my brain around this, how to do this flippy out method. So I have to layer it up right sides together with the backing and the front once I get it the right size. And then I have, this is too big, but I just cut a chunk. 100% cotton. I always keep my 100% cotton batting separate. And yes, I did actually cut a little corner off and set it on fire. And if it burns, it's cotton. If it melts and curls up, it's not. And then I have 2 pieces of Insulbrite. It's that thermal stuff. There's like a shiny side to it. It's a bit crinkly. You guys can hear that? So, let me see. If I do, hang on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm putting the cotton in between the Insulbrite. I mean, this thing's going to be nice and thick, so I'm giving it away for Christmas, and the person can easily get a thing out of the oven from it. So, like so. So I have a little sandwich of Insulbrite and then cotton and then Insulbrite again. And if I put, I think if I do that, if I put that on top, let me grab this, and that this way, so the right sides together. Is this making sense to anybody? Let me just check chat for a sec. I haven't looked in a minute. Okay. Deborah says I tell my crew just to give money or gift cards, then I get what I want. That's a good idea too. Hi, Landa. Nice to meet you. Landa Rogers has joined us. What's Enid got to say here? Sometimes the stitch just goes zoop, and it's really hard. There's a tiny little button for me to move it, and it's really hard for me to move, to go back and look. So if I miss you, I'm sorry. Cute. Thank you, Deb. Thank you. Thanks, Enid. You'll get there, Laura. She's having problems with a quilt. It's just, sometimes, I get it. Sometimes it's like a lot of work and you're like, ah! So, okay, does this make logical sense to anybody? Right? I have 3 layers of my thermal, like my innards, right? Insulbrite, cotton, Insulbrite. Then I have the backing facing up, pretty side out. And then once I get this thing all trimmed and nice, it goes facing the backing and everything looks all tidy and pretty. And then I sew all around, leave an edge and pull it all through and then close it up. Does that make logical sense? It's been a while since I did one like this and it's like, hang on. But I think that's right. So for now, I'm going to put all this mess over here out of my way. There. Okay. And that still needs a trimming. Whoop. Okay. Let me finish my coffee and then I'll go disappear behind the laptop and trim. Ugh. Okay, I have a housekeeping thing to tell you guys before I forget. The last few videos I've done, and I will also link in the description box when this is finished, I put in that buy me a coffee thing. If anybody wants to help me out, that'd be great, but you don't have to. Just keep on watching, keep on doing the live. That's all that's necessary. I just thought it would be helpful if, for more stuff for the channel, like more fabric, or I don't know, whatever. Just a little bit is good, but not necessary because I don't get anything from YouTube at all. I'm tremendously grateful for all the subscribers I have, and I'm having fun still. So that is like the whole point of it right there. Anything else is gravy. But I can't even get monetized or do super chats because I don't have the watch hours, which, well, I mean, I don't do long videos generally because I don't want to bore you all to death. But that's kind of how you get watch hours. It is what it is. Just so you all know. And actually, I put the Buy Me a Coffee link on like the beginning of my channel when, you go look at it. It's like right under the name and everything. Deborah says, keep talking so I can avoid working on my plants in my bay window. Okay, Deb, what do you want me to say? Hi, Charlotte. Charlotte Vanderoop's joined us. It's evening for you, isn't it, Charlotte? It is just before 9 o'clock here, a.m. Enid says, make a playlist with your longest videos. People can play for your watch hours. I've got playlists all over the place. I've got a playlist for the quilting and sewing projects. I've got a playlist for cross stitch. I've got a playlist for my travel stuff, be it camping or cruising or road trips or whatever. I have a playlist for shopping hauls, not that I've done that much. It's almost 6 p.m. there. Oh, happy birthday, Charlotte. Yay, happy birthday to you. Thanks for coming and joining on your birthday. Okay. Wily threads here. Enid says, let me check that out. I play playlists in Safari with the tab muted. Yeah, I put people's playlists on a lot of the times too. It's company, right? I'm doing something. People chit chat in the background, it's all good. And I don't mind helping anybody out. Oh, thank you, Jackie. She says she play all my videos in the background while I'm sewing. See, and that's what I do too. Like, it's like having a friend there, Or putting music in the background. It's not music, but it's someone chatting. Right? Sometimes I like to hear other adult voices than just my husband's. It's me and him. 2 dogs, me and him. Okay, I'm going to disappear. Chat amongst yourselves. Keep the iron hot because I gotta probably press again. 1 sec. So, I'm sorry if I bumped it. My apologies. That might happen because the laptop's sitting on my cutting table. So if I wiggle you, I'm sorry. Let's see. We got. I'm going to use my big 12.5 by 12.5 ruler because that'll probably be the best plan. Let me see here. How big we want to have this? I'll go 2 inches outside the edges of the stitching. That will probably do the trick. Right there. Unfortunately, Ada kind of gives you a sew line. Right? Okay, the glare is horrible in here, though. My goodness. There we go. Okay. Those overhead lights are not the greatest. I mean, it's really helpful so I can see to sew and whatnot, but man, the light's weird. I'm going to go put the blinds up in a minute. I don't know if that'll help. It's really cloudy today. Just a sec. Okay, I did 1 cut. Did I wiggle you real bad there? Two inches. 2.5. No, I think 2.5 is better. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2.5, and that goes right on there like so. Okay. Yes, I talked to my rulers. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, you probably can hear the garbage guys in the back. Friday's garbage day around here. 2.5. 1, 2.5. Okay. Goes there. Whoop. That's all wonky. Oh, that's looking better. And this is 2.5 there. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Now we got something, not just a hot mess. Cute, right? Oh, let me grab that ruler back and I'll give you the dimensions. It does not matter in particular how big you make your hot pad, obviously. I've made big ones, like 9 by 13, so you can put a whole lasagna pan on the top of it. I don't like a silly little hot pad. It's got to have some substance to it. Okay. It is 12 and 3/4 across and 10 up and down. So that's pretty good size. So now what I'm going to do is I got to go back and look at people's videos and double check this whole method that I'm doing. But basically, I want to put this on top of this, pin it good, trim down the whole mess so it's the same size, and then sew it. Make sense? That's the plan anyway. Okay. All right. What's chat got to say? I've been missing it for a bit. Okay. Thank you, Laura. Okay, let's go back here. Okay. Deborah says she does that with YouTubers, alternates everybody. Enid talks to her house plants. Deborah Holdman talks to her machine. Thank you, Jackie. Oh, it's getting windy out. It's supposed to be windy later on. Charlotte talks to everything in her house. Her bike, Dad's car, yeah. Enid, okay, what is a box elder bug in her house? Oh, hi, Joe. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. We just talk to ourselves all day, yeah. Right, Glenda? Thank you. That's what I thought. Yeah. I was gonna sew it trim it like not exactly the same size, you know what I mean? Like just so there's not so much bulkiness. Like maybe make it like half an inch around and then sew it and then trim it just before I flip it all around. Just in case, you know what I mean? But I don't want to sew it like that because it's like, yeah, it's too crazy. So I'll make it slightly smaller and then boxer bugs are not dangerous, harmful unless you're a tree, I guess. Trim. Yeah, okay. Jackie says I sew mine first, trim after, just in case there's some slippage. Right. That's kind of what I was thinking. I just didn't want loads of extra around the front. Right. You're right. Oh, Enid said she puts it outside or the cat gets it. Oh yeah, yeah. We have these little tiny beetles. They're maybe the size of the end of my thumbnail. They're little bitty things outside. I'm sure they're harmless as anything. But neither of my two dogs will eat them. But when we first moved here, we had a black lab and he loved them. That was like a snack. He would go out and eat beetles all afternoon. Like, oh my God. Bleh. But then again, labs will eat drywall, so go figure. Okay, so maybe while I'm sitting here doing nothing, let's do some pinning. Okay, first of all, let's orient this properly because I got it all cattywampus now. Hang on. I mean, not that my pieces of batting are even like straight on, so we'll just approximate. Smooth it down a little bit. And I looked up usages of Insulbrite, and it does not matter which way it goes, according to the website. I guess it's the Warm Company, right? That's what makes it. Anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. Shiny side in, out, whatever. Who cares? Immaterial. So, straighten all that up. Make sure this goes the right way and not shorty but wise. Okay, line that up like that. Smooth it down. And then line this up kind of in the middle, like so. There, let me grab one of my pens. Oh, it's way over there. Hold on. Okay. All right, I think the long side is probably better. Let's get rid of that thread. Okay. About maybe on the bottom. We'll go from about there. to about there. And so the rest of it. Enid says, yeah, absolutely in anything. I've got one. I know, yeah. Oh. Okay, Deborah. She says, I've postponed the window long enough. Need to get it done so I can sew with a calm brain. Watch the rest later. Thank you. Appreciate you coming in. I do appreciate that you guys come and watch my craziness every other week. Okay, I'm just going to sort of pin in the middle just to hold it for now. And then I'll set it down carefully and unpin just before I give it a slight trimming up. There. Just so the whole shebang stays together for a little while. Until I double check this whole, that I have it layered right thing. So I don't sew it wrong and screw it up and have to redo it. Because I tend to do stuff like that. Okay, is the backing right side? The backing is, oh, no, you're right. Yes, you're right. See, this is why I do this with you guys. Thank you, Landa. Oh my goodness. Okay. I had it right before, and then I went to reorganize everything and did it wrong. There we go. Okay. That's better. Yeah. There. That looks pretty good. Once it is sewed, it will be just fine. There we go. Hi, Chloe. Chloe Morgan joined us. Good thing you're paying attention, Landa, because I would have messed that up. Okay. There. Yeah, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 5 layers of fabric, 3 of which are really thick. So that's why I left the walking foot on my machine, because there's no way it's going to get through all this bulk without it. Even so, it'll be like, bleh, bleh, bleh. It's a good walking foot, but this is a lot. So we'll go slowly and carefully. And I have to put the loopy thing, like, which way do I want it to go? I think I want it to be on the top. So I'll put it like this, inwards, in some fashion. And then when it's sewn together and flipped all around, then it'll be the right way around. But I'll deal with that later. You guys know what I mean, right? Okay. Okay. Now, oh, I was going to show you guys, shoot, what was it? I forget now. Whatever. Seriously, sometimes I have no brain. I do know how to do this. I really do. Honestly, I know how to do this. Oh yeah, sorry, I've lost my train of thought what I was going to do now. I wasn't showing you guys something else, and I totally forget what it was. Whatever. Not that it matters. Couldn't have been that important, I guess. So, yeah, I guess that's everything. Kind of a quiet one today. I've got that to finish up, and Yeah, I don't know. Today's supposed to be really windy and gross. So I think we're staying inside. It'll blow away. But it might blow some of the clouds away and then we'll have a slightly drier weekend. So that might be a bit better, but we'll see. Tomorrow, my husband has some of our friends coming over to help him heave up the hot tub because there was a leak on one side of it. And he knows where it is, but it's really hard to see underneath. So, but that's more than a one person job because the thing's heavy. Right? Heave it up. So that's going to be a job. And then on Sunday, we're having some family over because a few weeks ago, my dad bought a prime rib roast on sale. And him and my mom can't eat a prime rib roast by themselves. So he actually brought it over the other day and it's sitting in the fridge defrosting because we're eating that on Sunday with Yorkshire puddings and the whole, yeah. The kids are coming over, Sunday dinner. Landa says it was 75 here yesterday, today 35. Ooh, that's quite the drop in temperature. Where do you live, Landa? I live east of Vancouver, BC. And right now, I think it's 6 degrees Celsius. It's cool. It's not cold, but it's cool. Colorado. Okay. Do you live in the mountains? Because I know as soon as you get just east of town here, we're sort of in the tail end of a valley. And then as soon as you get east of town, there's like 3 mountain passes you have to go to get anywhere else in the province. And yeah, there's already been snow up there. Various places, not everywhere, but a couple, there's always the warnings, be careful. And as of October the 1st, you have to have snow tires or similar cross terrain, whatever yeah. Otherwise, you don't go anywhere. Literally everywhere in the province is mountains, everywhere. It's a fact of life. Enid, the weather is high here, literally and figuratively. Yep. Suburb of Denver. 78 on Monday, allegedly snow Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Enid lives near Denver. Oh, look at that. You guys could be neighbors, maybe. So in 2 weeks, it's the, hang on, 9th, right? Yeah, I think. I'll set it up for the live and I'll do something. That's the long weekend for us because Monday the 11th is Remembrance Day in Canada. I know you guys in the States have Veterans Day. And I got invited by John, Guys Craft 2. That's his channel, I think. My quilty friends will know who I'm talking about. And he's doing a Christmas crafty thing that morning. So he invited me to be a guest. And I will be for about half an hour, like around about now, 8:30 Pacific, 9 o'clock. Now, hang on. John lives in Arizona, and I always get this messed up because sometimes Arizona, and like that's mountain time, right? But they don't have daylight savings. So sometimes mountain time and Pacific time are the same, and sometimes they're not. Now, the first weekend of November, Pacific time goes off daylight savings and back to regular. So I'm not exactly sure how that works. So I got to talk to John about that and coordinate our time and stuff. Oh, and what is Laura? Laura's cooking in Arizona like usual. 97. Yep. Oh, Enid says probably not. The urban sprawl is horrendous here. Yeah. Is that a cold front for Arizona, Laura? Enid says. Yeah. Yeah, it's chilly. You're going to have to put a sweater on. Landa says it'll be fun with John. Yes, I think so. He's a nice guy. Laura Sup says this year the cooler temps are taking time to coming. Yeah. Getting a little bit cooler. Okay, Enid says 10:20. Okay, thank you. And you are Mountain Time, correct? I didn't make that up? Because east of us is Alberta, and that's Mountain Time. And the Canadian Rockies kind of go sort of in between BC and Alberta. They're kind of in both provinces. So right now, you ladies in Colorado are 1 hour ahead of me. Because it is 9:20 a.m. But for those places that do not do daylight savings, by next weekend, the second, third, whatever that is, then I'll be going back further. So then you'll be 2 hours ahead of me, right? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I got to coordinate it with John just to make sure it's all going to work out because my husband and I usually watch the Remembrance Day ceremony from Vancouver because that's like sort of like one of the better local ones that's televised. The official British Columbia Remembrance Day ceremony is from Victoria because that's the provincial capital, right? So if you guys have done a cruise that stopped in Victoria, you know that big building. It's not the Parliament buildings. That's Ottawa. It's the legislature. Whatever. That's where they do it. Vancouver does it like downtown Vancouver. But we usually try to watch it, and that kind of it gets going a little bit ahead, but we sort of tune in around 10:30 because that's when most everything is happening. Like there's dignitaries and veterans and cadets and they lay a wreath and there's ceremonial stuff, and then right at 11 o'clock there's a minute of silence. So we usually watch that. Enid says, I've been to the legislature many times a long time ago. When my son was in, grade 8 band, he was in band the whole time in high school. Grade 8, I think. Anyway, middle school. Oh, hi, Lynn. Hi, Kelly and Chatters. Just caught in from work and saw you're live. Yes, Lynn lives in the UK, so she's like Charlotte. It's evening. Beautiful weather for walking. That's good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my son was in grade 8. Anyway, they did this field trip. Got on the ferry, went across to Vancouver Island, did Victoria, the whole thing. And there was a couple of elementary schools in the area that the band was invited to play, which the elementary kids, like, they all thought it was cool that these big kids were playing for them. And they had a tour of the legislature, and this is like early-ish April 2015. And they had a tour of the legislature. There was no one in session. It was empty, but you can go and do tours there. And you have to go in a side door because if you look at the legislature building, you can see there's big, broad stone steps. The only person that is allowed to go up those steps to open the legislature is the lieutenant governor, who's like the honorary head of the province. And basically, see how it works in Parliament. We have our own constitution and all that, but the ceremonial stuff still harks back to England and monarchs and stuff. So to open Parliament or open the legislature, it has to be a dignitary of some sort, and they are allowed to go up the stone steps. Nobody else. Excuse me. I'm getting a dry throat now, so I probably should cut this off. Yeah, it's going to be one of those kind of days. We shall see. Right now, it's not that windy, but it's starting to pick up. It's one of those times we get off in storms like this. It's not, I mean, not bad like hurricanes, obviously, but sometimes it is enough to have a tree limb crash down somewhere and cack off the power, or like that happens, or hit someone's car. You know, it's a thing. October, November, this is usually the time of year this happens around here. Because we've got huge, big fir trees all over the place, right? So, I'm sure you Colorado ladies know what I'm talking about. Okay, anyway. Oh, yeah, no worries, Lynn. Here, I'll show you what I was making, kind of. I've got this big whole mess together, and I'm going to make a hot pad out of it. Hang on, I'll unpin it for a second. Since Lynn didn't get to see it, there we go. So basically what I did today was I put this fabric on the borders just to make it like a good size and frame out the cross stitch a bit. That's what I was doing. I will show you all the finished product eventually somehow. I don't know, some video somewhere down the road. There we go. There, okay. Oh, we get blizzards. Yeah. I bet. We don't get snow around here much. Sometimes middle of December, a little bit maybe. But usually if it happens, it's more like January. And it doesn't last very long. Because then rain comes back, and then it's all gone. All right, gang, we're at just about an hour, so I'm going to call it. Thank you all for coming. I really hope that the chat thing box works now, because it's supposed to come up later when this goes to YouTube, but I don't know. This is the second time that I've used this EV Mux stream thing. I don't know. If you guys watch Nicola, Simply a Stitcher, she's been using it for a while and it's been good. So she's the one that said you should try it out. And so far, I think it's okay. I mean, the video quality seems all right, and you guys can see me pretty good and hear me. I'm just not sure about how the chat box thing. So no, you're not wrong, Enid, because no one knows how to drive in it here. It's not a common enough occurrence that people are used to it. All right. Thanks for coming, everybody. Landa says she's never seen chat come up on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know, Landa. I think it depends what streaming service people use. I don't know. I'm not a techie person, so couldn't tell you. So see you all in 2 weeks on the 9th. And if I can coordinate my timing correctly with John and you watch his live on the 11th, I'll see you then. By the time of the 9th rolls around, I will give you guys the heads up, because I'm sure John and I will have talked and figured ourselves out. Okay? Bye!